Hello, word listeners. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Alex, your host, and today's word is due. So, what does due mean? Well, at a B1 level, due generally means expected or owed. It describes something that is expected to happen at a certain time, or something that is owed to someone. Think of it like a deadline or an obligation. Let's explore this further. Imagine you've borrowed a book from the library. The date you have to return it is the due date. So you might say, the book is due next Friday. Simple, right? Another common use is when talking about babies. The baby is due in July means the baby is expected to be born in July. Now, let's look at some synonyms. Instead of saying the rent is due on the first of the month, you could say the rent is payable on the first of the month. Payable is a good synonym here. Another synonym is owing. You could say, there's money owing to the bank, which means you owe the bank money. You could also use the word outstanding. There are some outstanding tasks to complete before the end of the day. That implies those tasks are expected to be completed. Let's see how we use these synonyms in sentences. The report is payable upon completion. The company has several debts owing. All outstanding invoices must be settled by 5 p.m. See how they all relate to something being expected or owed. Now, let's consider antonyms, words with the opposite meaning. One antonym for due is overdue. If something is overdue, it means it was due some time ago and hasn't been done or paid. For example, the library book is overdue, which means you should have returned it already. Another antonym could be unnecessary. If something is unnecessary, it doesn't need to be done or paid, so it's not due. For instance, the payment was unnecessary, meaning it wasn't due. We can also consider optional as an antonym because if something is optional, it is not required or due. For instance, attendance at the meeting is optional, meaning attendance is not due. Let's use these antonyms in sentences. The bill is now overdue and subject to a late fee. Completing the survey is optional, so it's not due. The extra work was considered unnecessary, so it was not due. Now, let's talk about using due in everyday life. You might hear someone say, I'm due for a vacation. This means they feel they deserve or are ready for vacation. You might also hear someone say in due course, which means something will happen at the appropriate time. For example, in due course, you'll understand. Another common phrase is due to, which means because of. For example, due to the rain, the game was canceled. It's a very versatile word. Here are a few more usage examples to solidify your understanding. The train is due to arrive at 2 p.m. She is due a promotion after all her hard work. What is the essay due date? He is due to appear in court next week. The success of the project was due to her leadership. Proper credit is due to those who contributed. A refund is due to you because of the error. The package is due for delivery today. So, just to recap, due means expected or owed. We learned some synonyms like payable, owing, and outstanding, and some antonyms like overdue, unnecessary, and optional. We also saw how due is used in everyday phrases like in due course and due to. I hope this episode has helped you understand the word due a little better. Thanks for listening to Hello Word. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our podcast and leave a review. Your support helps other learners find our show. Now, for your homework, I challenge you to create your own sentence using the word due and share it in the comments below. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Until next time, keep learning and keep exploring the wonderful world of words.